What's up, guys? We're back with another video today. I'll be talking about one of my close friends. His name is David. And before we start, David, don't get butthurt. You're a G. This is just one time. So, this all started on a Saturday night. That night, I hit up my bro, aka David. I asked him if he wanted to reach. He said he was going to a party, and he asked me if I wanted to link up beforehand, and then we could go to the party together. So I was like, yeah, I'm down. The next day, I got up at around 10-ish, and David said we would link up at a bus stop at 11. And this bus stop was far as fuck. So I got some food and went to the bus stop near my house. And it was, as usual, the bus did not come. I didn't want to wait, so I decided to go to a bus stop that was further up the cross street. I was halfway there. And by the way, guys, it was hella hot out. But needless to say, I was pissed. When I got to the bus stop, it just pissed me off even more because of the amount of time it would take for the bus to get there. So again, I kept walking to the next one to kill time. When I finally got to the bus stop, I checked the time it would take to get there. I thought it would be late as fuck, as usual. But surprisingly, it wasn't. It was like 12 at the point that I got to the big fucking far as fuck bus stop. And I tried to text David on Snapchat because he didn't have a phone number. Oh yeah. Comment if you have a friend like that, who doesn't have a phone number, but they have a phone and like Snapchat and Instagram and, they only use that. Like, what the fuck do you have a phone for? Just get like an iPod or something, Anyway, so he called me on his friend's phone and he said he would be there soon. So I waited for an hour and he didn't come. I then decided to go to the airport to get food. Side note, it was only like a 5-minute bus ride, not that far. So I got the food, then headed back. I asked if he was close. He then proceeded to call and say that he would be there soon. I waited another 30 minutes, and this made me so pissed, I started to head home. I had to take 2 buses to get there. I took one bus to a big-ass bus stop. There's a lot of big-ass bus stops, where you had to go up a floor. Now, if you know me, I hate stairs. So I took the elevator, obviously. I pressed the button for floor 2 and went up. I thought I'd press the door open button, though, and it was actually the help button. This set off an alarm that started going off, and I was like, oh, fuck. But I kept going because I was a boss. I took the next elevator and pressed the floor 1 button, and I was on my way, and I'm a dumbass. So I pressed the help button again. This triggered another alarm to go off, and it sounded like, whoop! And I was like, well, fuck. I better call someone before I get into shit. So I called the city and told them what happened. They were like, no problem, no problem. So then I was like, I'ma go now. Okay, so I was going home, right? And then David's like, calling me, and he said he was at the bus stop. So I went out and took the bus back to see him. When I got there, he was nowhere to be seen. So I called his friend and asked him where they were. And he said they were at a store near the stop. Then I walked to it. But the store closed at 6, and it was 6:02. And they were inside, right? But they had like 10 minutes left to finish shopping and shit and get out before it closed. I waited about 10 minutes. Then he came out and dabbed me up. Then we went back to the bus stop and waited 10 minutes, then got on a bus, as it started to rain. And we got downtown and had to walk in the rain for like 20 minutes, which sucked big time. But then we got to this restaurant, and I don't say this lightly, but they had the best food ever. We had dinner and chilled for a bit. And then my friend had this great idea to go to the mall. So I was like, I'm down. But it was a long bus ride. So I called up my bro. And he said he had room in the car for 3 of us. But there were 4 of us that wanted to go. And my bro pulls up and I ask if we can do 4. And he was like, okay, but one of you guys have to stay the fuck down. So we had the 2 big guys on the outside. And then me and the smaller guy on the inside. And I felt bad for him because he had to keep his head down for like 25 minutes. and it was really tight in the back. So with his head down, from the point of view of a truck driver that pulled up beside us, it looked like he was giving head. And it was hella funny. We got to the mall after, and it turns out the mall closes on Sundays. So we walked to the bus stop near there, and that's where we ran into my other friend that was tripping on something because he wanted to grab all of our nips. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Anyway, after that, it's like 20 minutes or something, the bus comes and I get on, and we're off, going home. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you want more, give some likes and comments. And why don't you hit that subscribe button? Also, for people who aren't on time, fuck you. Peace out.